The North Atlantic Alliance has not yet decided to shoot down Russian missiles launched at Ukraine and drones that fly into the territory of the Bloc's member countries, but the situation may change in October when a meeting of NATO defense ministers will take place where this issue will be raised. The need to consider this issue at the aforementioned meeting was stated by Deputy Chief of Defense of Poland, Pawel Zalewski, Reuters reports. In turn, the head of the Romanian Defense Ministry, Tilvar, called on NATO to take decisive coordinated measures in response to the incursions of Russian missiles and UAVs into the territory of the alliance member states. He noted that Russian drones regularly fly into the airspace of the Bloc's countries. In addition, the Kremlin is escalating tensions along the entire eastern flank of the alliance. The Bucharest Nine states are deeply concerned about the repeated incursions of Russian drones and missiles, the minister added. As previously reported, Ukrainian authorities have repeatedly called on NATO to shoot down Russian missiles and drones over Ukrainian territory that pose a threat to the alliance's member states. One of the countries that supports the destruction of Russian missiles over Ukraine by NATO forces is Lithuania. This was recently stated by the country's Minister of Defense, Laurynas Kasčiūnas. He announced the need to change the alliance's military mission to patrol the airspace in the Baltic states. According to Kasčiūnas, if a threat of drones violating NATO airspace is detected, information about this should be promptly transmitted to the alliance headquarters. NATO headquarters assesses the situation, whether there is enough evidence that this is an enemy drone and not some other lost aircraft, and then a decision is quickly made to deploy air police aircraft. This algorithm needs to be accelerated, the Lithuanian defense minister said. Let us recall that Poland and the Baltic countries announced the construction of 700-kilometer fortifications on the border with Russia and Belarus.
Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant told troops that the military must be prepared for a stronger Hezbollah. During a visit to the Ramat David Air Base in northern Israel, he said Israel was moving its attention to Hezbollah. We are diverting forces, resources, energy towards the north. We have not forgotten the hostages and we have not forgotten our tasks in the south. This is our duty and we are performing it at the same time. He was speaking following simultaneous explosions of pagers owned by members of Hezbollah on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday's bombings killed at least 12 people, including 2 children, and wounded some 2,800 others. At least 9 people were killed and more than 300 people wounded in the second wave on Wednesday, the health ministry said. Hezbollah is stronger here, it's not Hamas. This is something else and we need to prepare for this accordingly and take it into account. The attacks, which were widely believed to be carried out by Israel targeting Hezbollah, have hiked fears that the two sides' simmering conflict could escalate into all-out war. Gallant made no mention of the explosions of electronic devices but praised the work of Israel's army and security agencies, saying the results are very impressive.
מרכז הכובד עובר צפונה. המשמעות היא שאנחנו הולכים ומסיטים כוחות, משאבים, אנרגיה לכיוון צפון. לא שכחנו את החטופים ולא שכחנו את המשימות שלנו בדרום. זו חובה שלנו ואנחנו מבצעים אותה במקביל. ואנחנו צריכים להתאים את עצמנו, זה נכון לכולם, בוודאי למי שנמצא באוויר או שולט במה שנמצא באוויר, מפני שהאופוזיציה פה היא יותר חזקה. זה לא חמאס, זה משהו אחר וצריך להיערך לעניין הזה כמו שצריך לקחת את זה בחשבון. אני חושב שכאשר אתם מסתכלים על תמונת המצב, צה"ל מביא הישגים מצוינים, יחד עם שב"כ, יחד עם מוסד, על כל הגופים ועל כל המסגרות, והתוצאות הן תוצאות מאוד מרשימות. ראש הממשלה, הרמטכ"ל, ראש השב"כ, ראש המוסד ושר הביטחון, כל מה שהם מייצגים, הכל בצורה משותפת, מוקדש למטרה אחת, להחזיר